What's up, YouTube? And we got the first contestant tonight on Mayor's Workshop. Let's please welcome Cajun.
Did I hear pork chops? Did I hear pork chops?
Might have.
I thought I heard that. That's what Missy's cooking in the pork chops.
What? Hang
I
on.
heard that.
I forgot to get the YouTube side muted. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I backspaced it one. That way it wouldn't come in on us.
Yeah.
Now I can open that one and pause it. All right, now I'm watching it and on StreamYard, but it's paused.
Oh, we had uh, my mind's acting right now. Sloppy Joe tonight with peas and carrots.
Oh boy, that sounds good, sloppy joes.
Yep. Crystal was going to actually make something else, and it's like, hold it. I've been asking for this for how long and still hadn't made it. And she goes, what's that? I go, open up the cabinet door. Said, this. She goes, oh, okay.
That's it, and it's easy. I mean, it's
Yep.
fast, easy. You know what I do with it sometimes?
What's that?
I take it and I get a small bowl
Right.
with some Frito Lay, Frito corn chips, just
Okay.
the regular original corn chips, and I just put that in the bottom of the bowl, and you know, real finely dice
Right.
a couple of rings of onion,
Ooh.
finely dice that and just sprinkle that on top, and then put that sloppy Joe mix. I kind of water it down just a little bit,
Yeah.
like the skating rink used to do for the chili Fritos.
Yep.
You don't want your sloppy joes too thick. You want it
Oh, no.
a little thin. So I
Yeah.
take a separate amount out and just enough for the bowl, and I just add a little water and I heat that up. Thin it out just a hair and put it in that bowl over them Fritos. Man, hey, did you get with our special guest tonight yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I can if you want.
He was supposed to have sent me an email and haven't got anything back from him yet. But I've sent, the links out there. And hey, Renegade. Um, hey, Wayne. Well, I know tonight when making it and everything, Crystal actually added in a couple other things. She took some tomato sauce, a little can of tomato sauce, added that into it, and then added a can of Rotel tomatoes. Give it a little bit extra kick.
Oh, okay. Missy just
Adam,
hollered at me. She said, "You want that tonight, Boudreaux, instead of pork chops? You want sloppy joes?" I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah.
I'll take sloppy joes over pork chops any day.
Adam, you were supposed to send me an email. I never got anything from you.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Wayne. Renegade. Yeah, I wanted you to jump in the panel last night, Renegade. Wanted you to show off a few things. Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Hey, Adam,
tomorrow I'll probably.
there's my email. So, okay, that's probably why I didn't get it because you misspelled it. There it is again. But I do know that I got a message back from Money, and he is at Wally World right now doing some shopping. So as soon as he gets back, he will come up. So I got to save a spot for her. Or for,
Yeah.
see how my mind is for Money. Of course, got Crystal. So
So we
that's
got a.
four
So
right
it's
there.
SRO then.
Yep. And let's see.
Standing room only.
Yep. Hey, Tommy. Appreciate you being here. Um,
Hey,
like I
Tommy.
said, I need to get that brought back up. That way, when I see a new one pop in, okay, I got the tab and everything brought up. That way, um,
The
we'll get the
Renegade. I didn't
email.
get an email from you.
You should have. How'd you get the link then?
I'm talking about last night.
Oh,
I wanted Renegade to pop up in the panel. You know, he's
oh,
got one hell of a toolbox set up.
yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Yeah, I wanted to show it off last night,
Yep,
but I didn't get an email from him. He said he sent me one, but I don't see it. All I see is your emails
right.
and Pat Paulson emails.
Oh,
Mimi's. That's it.
yeah. Oh, did you see I got that little storage cabinet uh, or organizer put up?
No, I sure didn't. I just woke up at 6:15.
Ah, yeah, I got it hung up and I did the video, got that put up earlier, and uh,
I was up early this morning.
yeah, I got some. I got the one big drawer on the bottom already filled in with the 10 by 24 rib nut inserts. What I want to do is get one of those little things that a label maker. Yeah, my brain is
Yeah,
not
label
there.
maker.
Yeah, get a label maker, and that way put on the drawers and everything as far as which ones and what.
Yeah,
Um,
I like the. I think it's Johnson Brothers or uh, anyway. It burns the labels. Uh,
right,
it's a little machine, and it's not a handheld type. You got to have a. Uh, I think you can unplug it from the wall jack. The little 5-volt charger. I
hey
think you can
Missy.
unplug it and use it. Mobile, and and then when your batteries start running low, you just plug it back in. I like
Right,
those. They're about $30 or something. But my buddy
right.
told me, Lemonhead told me, man, that's the best investment I ever made in my life. It's got
Yeah,
a memory. It'll make address labels to people you send out mail to a lot, like he does, and I used
right,
to. But I've got all that in my laptop on my Word site,
right.
and I just send it to my printer, and it prints my envelopes for me.
Well, for me, like I said, what I want to do is I want to get those labels because, like I said, I know the 10 by 24 is going to be the most common that I'm going to use. Um, I don't know what the other sizes are that I'm going to be using the most. It might be the 1/4 inch. I think I don't. I have to look see what the sizes are on it, but that's probably going to be the next other size I use the most of. But this way, I've got the bigger ones holding all the ones, the common ones I'm going to use, and then I've got the other ones that can hold some of them also, but those are going to be like the ones that uh, are not that mostly used.
Hi
Hey,
guys.
Tyler.
Hi Tyler. I know I saw Renegade, Missy, Adam, Tommy, and oh, you count. Hi Boo.
Hey, Crystal.
And Adam's in or Tyler.
Oh,
I need to
Adam,
go.
yeah, Adam, Tyler,
Yeah,
both.
I saw Adam. I was talking about Tyler,
Right.
and that's Fish Ranch.
Oh, so what did they notice about your channel, Tyler?
I know somebody snatched it, copied him the other night. They
Oh,
cloned
really?
him.
When?
Yes,
Oh,
Monday
dang.
night.
Really?
Yes, somebody cloned him, and he was being used as a troll in I bring it every days. Hey,
Oh,
Mike. Yeah. When I dipped out for a minute and I went over to another live stream
what's up, my
because
God?
they were trolling her bad.
Oh,
Well, one guy put in the word witch, only with a B, line by line, every letter.
oh.
And yeah. So,
Wow. That's not cool.
no. And she changed it over to subs only and stuff. And
Right.
I
Right.
wish I could, Tommy, but they're a private owned company.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are
Um,
privately owned.
yeah, but
They're-
she had
Yeah.
trolls, I was
Hey,
told, for
Fish.
about 45 minutes.
Damn.
Dang. Hey, Mike, because you can change your settings. You know,
Yeah.
well, while you live, you can
Yeah, that's
change
what
it
she did.
to sub only and all that, and that'll stop them dead in their tracks.
What's up, Sarge?
She changed it, and they still kept coming in.
She didn't put the subscriber only long enough then.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
long
you
enough.
That's what I told her. She went in actually while I was talking to her, and she's like, well, let's go from here to here.
Yeah. Now, raise the bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right.
Nope, Mater
I
didn't cook. Only half cooked tonight.
Yeah.
It was sloppy joes, and I have
Oh.
a
You already made them.
Oh,
made
yeah.
them and ate them.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's what we have in Sloppy Joe's.
I take a can of Manwich or sloppy joe mix, whatever, and throw it in there. Can of Rotel, which is the tomatoes and green chilies, and I put a can of tomato sauce in it.
Yeah.
And I took the sloppy joe mix and added about a quarter can of water, and that was it.
Sarge, they don't suck.
Yeah, I explained earlier how I do mine sometimes. To Mater. I just add a little water to some of it,
Yeah.
just enough when I'm gonna put it in a bowl to eat. But over corn chips with some fresh minced finely diced onions. Go to town with them corn chips. You know, like chili Fritos, but with sloppy Joe mix.
Yeah, we did.
Sloppy Joe mix it's sweet. It's got to me, it's like more sweeter than chili.
Yeah, it's got more of the like they put more brown sugar in it.
Something like that.
Like you would with barbecue instead of ketchup.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and cheese too. I forgot. Yeah, my 3 cheese mix.
Yeah, Tyler, because of some of the stuff that's been going on, and my friend getting trolled last night, he's changed it back to email only on the links.
Yep.
And he has a different email that he's using that is strictly for StreamYard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because that way I don't have to worry about I keep my personal one now for just everything, but dealing with YouTube and stuff like that, figure why not get my own email for that.
I hear a fan back.
I thought it because you were that old, Joe. It's been around longer than me.
Crystal, you got a fan running by your microphone? By your microphone.
I've got a fan hitting the back of the laptop.
I'm hearing it.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam, I just replied back to you.
Give me just a second.
Let's move it on the other side of the laptop. That's all.
Well, it's a ceiling fan.
Oh, ceiling fan. Oh.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Probably here in the.
No, it's the one that's across the room. The one that I had to have you get so I could sleep at night.
Oh, box fan?
No,
it's a little round fan, but it's literally directly in front of me because I'm sitting where I sleep.
Oh.
And so it will circulate air right around my head. And I'm sorry. It's his light that's on.
Yeah. So, Sarge, that's a possibility right there.
Hey, Sarge.
But yeah, that's a possibility. They could have named you after a Sloppy Joe. Because I know talking about this food and everything. We're making Renegade all hungry.
Yeah.
Hey, but at least right now, since we had dinner and everything before the live stream, at least not
Hey,
seeing.
Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Hey,
He's
Mark.
not.
Mark Gulick, hello.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's not stuffing his face on TV tonight.
Yeah, Renegade. Yeah, he likes the fact we're not. We might be talking about it, but we're not showing it.
No. Yeah, I have, and it's actually in the icebox in Tupperware right now. Which you're in trouble, but I'll take that backstage.
I not getting in trouble already. Haven't even done much. Of course, when am I not in trouble? When I'm sleeping, I guess.
No, you're still in trouble then because you turn over and start snoring louder.
Well, it's your job to make sure I roll over and face the opposite direction.
Yep.
That's why I wake. That's why I snore loud enough to wake you up. That way, you turn me back over.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I wound up, and of course, I know I did that other video earlier today with the AC unit because I kept getting an email from Home Depot wanting my opinion on it. It's like, okay, fine. So hopefully,
Oh, you got it from. How much you gave for that thing? About.
That was what about?
Like
I think it was what,
$500-600.
Is it
No,
12,000 or 14,000?
it's a 10,000 BTU.
Oh,
I
a
don't even
10.
think I gave. I think they had it for what, $449?
Something
Wow.
then.
For a
Yeah.
10? That's a little pricey for a 10,000.
Tyler, don't worry about it, honey. I'm not worried about subs. I'm not putting content out right now, so it's not a big deal.
I don't see Tyler. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, fish. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to back up and find out because I was Hey Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Hello.
Hey Adam, about time.
Yep.
Well,
What
it's still,
happened last
it's still
night?
working time here.
What happened last night? You jumped off a little early, or you got disconnected?
Oh, battery died in the phone.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my phone's
That
over
helps.
there charging.
Yeah. What's up, Raging? Got Raging Cajun in the house.
What's
Hey,
up,
Raging.
Raisin Cajun?
But so Adam, so what do you think about my idea as far as like on that mini bike? Do you think all that stuff will work?
The upsizing the valves that much seems weird. That'd be the.
Well, it's just going to allow more. Well, like everybody says, if you actually think about what a combustion engine is,
Yeah.
it's nothing more than an air pump. So the more air you can get in, the more you can get out, and that's why
When you're
doing
talking
the
about
valve-
dremeling it, were you talking about dremeling the valve seat?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh no. The only thing I'd be doing with the Dremel would be like what Casey was saying, doing the port and polishing.
Oh.
But okay, now here's the thing: porting and polishing. Now that's two separate things because porting, you're getting what you're wanting to do is do like a port match. Okay, what you're wanting to do is match the size of the port to the intake and exhaust manifold. Okay, that's the main thing there because you don't want any kind of restriction. Okay, polishing, yeah, you're going to want to go in there and you're going to want to take all the roughness out, but you want to get a polish only on the exhaust side. Okay, you do not want the intake to be totally polished because you want some kind of a roughness there to get that fuel and air mixture to start to swirl around and kind of mix some still before going into the cylinder.
No, everybody polishes their intake also. That's your carburetor's job to, and then the vacuum, that's causing that carburetor to actually work. Instead of, well, you got a fuel pump, okay? On a racing motor, most of them you got fuel pumps.
Right.
Ours did, and that's a vacuum pressure instead of blowout pressure. It's a vacuum pressure, and that's going to cause you to swirl. When that gas and air mixture leaves that carb, it's swirling.
Right.
It's
well,
swirling.
Okay. Now, carburetor doesn't mix it. Okay. The only thing the carburetor is doing is putting the fuel in there. Okay.
It's mixed in the Venturi.
No, it's not. The only thing coming out of that Venturi is nothing but gasoline.
No,
or whatever
air
kind
too.
of fuel. No, there's no air in it. It's just, is there air in the bowl of the carburetor?
No, it's pulling the fuel up, and the vacuum causes the fine mist of gas to suck
Right.
from the Venturi, okay, in the intake manifold.
Right, but it's getting mixed in the.
It's getting mixed. Once it hits the Venturi, is away from your main jet. It's a half inch away or whatever. It's mixing with air, and it's swirling.
But you still want it to still getting mixed. That's why you leave the intake just a little bit rough. Not a lot.
No. I would get with Cars and Cameras and pose them that question, and they're going to tell you to port the intake.
Where do you think I got some of the information at?
Really?
Right.
Well,
it's also dealing with some of the guys I used to race with also. And we're talking about running V8s, okay? So, I know all about that, okay?
William.
Hi, William. Hi, Gamer.
That's something, Cajun, I'm going to have to disagree with. It's like I've been dealing with it for a long time. I know. It's the same way with doing like a 3-angle valve job, because you want that fuel to be able to go around it a lot easier. But getting the bigger valve and everything in there, that's going to be done with the valve with a different tool, because that's going to reshape the valve seat itself.
That's what I like about the L-head Briggs. The old classic L-heads, you could take that head off, and you could you can trim down the eyebrows.
Oh yeah. And that, like I said, that's something that I'm gonna.
That helps 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Renegade saying that everything when he was racing was parted and polished.
Oh yeah.
Intake and exhaust.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be going in. I'll definitely be going inside the intake side, and there's gonna be areas inside there. It's gonna be getting ground out to make everything a lot smoother and everything in there.
I'm glad it's going to be put to use, Tommy. I mean, if you're only using it for a couple of weeks a year, those things are massive and take up a lot of room.
Yeah, and now on a swamp cooler, they do have their pros and cons. And to me, one of the pros is the fact is, mind you, I used to have one. Okay.
My uncle still has one.
It work, okay, because you're actually taking water, running it over the filter material, and you're bringing in the warm air over it, and that water, it takes the heat away. Mm-hmm. So that water is absorbing all the heat, and the water itself is a lot cooler, and it's lowering the temperature of the air, okay, and then the fan and everything is blowing all that cooler air in. So yeah, they do work up to a certain degree. Okay.
Yeah.
The only two drawbacks is that the swamp cooler itself, in the very bottom, that's where you store all your water is at. It does rust out. So you got to make sure you get something that, every now and then you got to, if it's painted, you got to clean it, during the off season, like, during the cool, fall and winter time and early spring, you got to get in there, drain it, and, make sure it's all, no rust.
Clean it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got
All
to
that.
clean it.
My
Right.
uncle got around that. He just took the entire bottom tray off and put metal bars to hold it together, bottom frame. But he took the bottom tray off completely.
Right.
So
Now,
it didn't straight into the concrete porch.
right. But now the only other drawback is that it's basically a supersized humidor.
Humidor.
I can't even say it.
Humidifier.
Humidifier. Thank you. That was the only problem that we ever ran into. Was it was making the air inside the house very, very moist, and then come to find out, we had some clothes. They were dry, but then they were getting that moisture and everything in there, and mold started growing.
Yeah. That's where you need a dehumidifier, electric
Right.
style.
Right.
Years ago, I mean 25 years ago, not a little more, I dated a girl from Maurice, which is, in my area down there, but she lived in Fort Worth, Weatherford at the time.
Right.
And I went and visited her, and she picked me up at the airport, and me and her, we installed, it was that time of year, we installed her swamp cooler in her window. She had a window style swamp cooler. And that's the first time I ever seen one in person.
Yep.
Because we don't use them down here because it's too humid. But over there in Weatherford, it's not. The climate's totally different. And we actually had a tornado pass by us too while I was up there.
Yep.
Scared the hell out of me, man. I ain't never heard a noise like that before. Man.
Sounds like you had the old tech guy coming through, huh?
Good sleeping
Worse.
weather, man.
Worse.
Good sleeping weather, Boo.
Yeah, and she had a metal roof too. A tin roof. So yeah, that's what. I got a metal roof. I love it when it rains. Make you sleep good.
Oh.
But not storming. But that area when you hear that train with no horn, you got a tornado close by.
It's duck and cover.
Yeah. And that's,
duck and cover. That's right.
Right. And one thing I was going to say is, kind of like what I was explaining to Adam last night. Of course, this is all backstage. As far as like on that mini bike I'm wanting to get built with his engine, is that I know it's sponsored by Go Power Sports, and they're probably about an hour or so away from me. I looked on their website as far as some of the parts and everything, and I'm going, man, these things are expensive. And like I was telling Adam last night, I found the exact same thing on eBay for about $40 cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it?
Like that Series 30 torque converter.
Oh, a torque converter. Okay.
Right. Okay. Now, up like this, I looked on Go Power Sports website. They said for a 30 series torque converter, it starts at $120. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I actually found one on eBay. Same thing, $60. So that's $60 cheaper.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Wow.
And it's for a series, Series 30.
Well, that's a deal.
Right.
It is. Damn good deal.
And
Sweetheart, tell them about the DeWalt part you got in.
oh, that's good. Oh God.
Hi, Dancing.
Hey, Dancing.
Oof.
Hey, Dancing.
Actually, I'd have to go inside the house and get it. Oh my God, I was so upset because I went outside this morning to go check the mail, and those
Nice. Good, Raging. That'll help a lot with your channel.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if I could have someone want to reach out to me and do that.
Yeah, William, it was a train, but no horn. The one in over in Texas, Fort Worth. Yeah, it was sounded like a train coming down, but you know that not that distinct
Bigger
horn like the
train.
train's got. It's kind of all blended in one, but it's like a train that's at your window. You know, like close to the tracks.
It's literally right as that rushing wind rolls right by you. It feels like it's trying to suck you up to go with it.
Yep, and Ed's blowing his horn right now. But no, what was it, about 2 weeks ago when I went going to Harbor Freight, got that the sprayer, the 4-gallon backpack sprayer.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like I saw that air compressor kit for the air hose. Well, I wound up, you know, getting a hold of someone at DeWalt and everything, told them what I was wanting, you know, find out how much. And they said, oh, well, we'll just send it to you for free. Okay. Well, this morning I came in after getting the mail, saw a package sitting on the porch. Like, I looked at it, go, oh, I know what this is, but that don't feel like no air hose in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad it is something good for me.
Yeah. Yeah, plastic, yeah, that one's good. That will be better if it's plastic.
Yeah. Especially since he's living in a mobile home.
Yeah. But what they sent me a little quote. What's up, Patrick? But I tell you what, let me go get it and I'll show you. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's not the hose at all. It is. I'm like, he showed it to me. I'm like, how did they did not fit a hose in an envelope this long, about yay tall, and it was about that thick. There's no way there's a hose in it. No way.
What was in there?
I'm not even sure how to use these parts on, so I'm gonna let him bring them out there.
Probably the connections.
I think so.
And it might be the flexio connection.
No, they're stiff. One of them looks like this. Like this, kind of like a goalpost. And the other one is black plastic. But you
have to show it.
Yeah, he's got it.
And get me my small bottle of Coke.
Yeah, he's just now drinking Coke on a semi-regular basis again.
Yeah. So. Starting to get my appetite back, but that comes and goes at times. But no, what they wanted.
He doesn't like my generic.
Hey, it's okay. I don't know where I hit it at, but the yellow, you know, coiled hose, like was in that air compressor kit. That's what I was talking to DeWalt about. Okay, and it's like, okay, they said, okay, we'll send it to no charge, being complimented and everything. Okay, fine. I haven't even opened it up, but this is an air hose. I'm going, what? And then I looked at the other thing. It's some kind of a metal hose. And I'm going, what the hell is this? This ain't what I wanted.
Is that a part that goes onto the compressor itself?
It might. I don't know. But I mean, this is like it looks like a 1/4-inch fuel line. I'm going, that ain't what I wanted. So now I got the old, I'm going, that does not look like this.
Right. What's wrong with that one?
This one's got the end on it wanting to leak.
A little 3-in-1 all on that little ball bearing in there. and move it
No,
around.
it's leaking from between the hose and the fitting right here.
Oh,
That's where it's wanting to leak at. So, like, okay, that one's no good. That's why when I saw that one there, Harbor Freight, like, oh, okay, that's the same hose.
Do you have an industrial hose supplier in your area?
Uh, we might.
Because air hose is like, for good air hose, it's like 20 cents a foot.
yeah.
And they'll put
Oh,
the ends
shit.
on it too.
Oh, more
Yeah,
than
well,
that.
I mean, I could get, I could probably go get just a regular, air hose and everything. But I like the fact it's that cold one and everything
Yeah.
because as soon as you're not using it, it wants to spring back. And all I'm using it for is for that little DeWalt pancake. What, 2.5 gallon, and it's the battery operated.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I mean it's a small one, so I don't need that big 25-foot air hose. The cold one, which is what, maybe 10, 12 feet.
Something
I have
like
a
that.
couple of those bright orange Harbor Freight ones that are come on the hose reel. And those things have been excellent hoses. And I've had some for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, but the only thing is, like I said, for me using it on this little pancake air compressor, that'd be overkill.
Yeah.
Well, if you have it in a stationary area in your shop,
Yeah, but
It bounces all around and it goes out front to the cars in the truck.
oh,
Okay, yeah.
You know,
well, like in the shop, it would pay to have a dedicated long hose
yeah,
instead of
hey,
carrying it around from one corner of the room to the other corner because of your limitation on the hose.
yeah, but this is a compressor.
I know what they look like. We got one.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like now,
Got a
if I
portable
did
like
have,
that.
Now, if I eventually what I want to do is, I'd like to be able to bring in. I do have an 80-gallon 2-stage. Okay, I like to bring it in and put it back there. Getting something like that, then I would have the regular air hoses. I wouldn't be using this one.
We got right at 400 gallons stationary with 2 tanks. Both of them are 3-phase. And
that's too big for me.
we got plenty air. That the compressor don't come on very often. Put it that way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so quiet. It's so quiet because it's the old style oil engine. Compressor that's run by an electric motor.
Right.
A very quiet electric motor. 3-phase too. Also.
Yeah. But that's the thing for me is like this one here, it's working perfect because the main thing I'm using is that that rigid nailer, or maybe I might be using the staple gun. I mean,
Right.
for those, I don't need a big air compressor. This 2.5 gallon is working fine.
Yeah.
And the main reason why I liked it, well, actually beforehand I was just using a little porter cable one that you had to plug in. Well,
we use a lot of air tools in the shop, air hammers, impact wrenches, air ratchets.
Yeah, well, I don't. I'm not
air
using
grinders.
all that. Right, but I'm not using all that. So, I mean, for me, everything I'm using is battery operated.
Right.
Yeah. If you've got a lot of pneumatics, it'll pay off to have anywhere from 50 to 250 gallon set. One. He's only got like 4 or 5 tools, and part of those are still out front in his mom's car.
Well, I mean, I do have a bigger Brett. I do have a regular nailer, but even on something like that, now, I could run it off of this one if it was for a small project, okay? Because it's not going to have to use a lot of air. This little, the nailer I've got, it doesn't use a lot.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm sitting there using that thing a lot, building all my tables and stuff like that. It works fine. But now, like I said, once I get in here all set up to where I definitely want it, and because that side over there is where I want to do all my woodworking, okay? And that's why I want to put the wall down through here. That way I can separate that side for doing woodworking. I don't have to worry about the sawdust and everything being over here. This side's for doing everything else.
Right.
Uh, but that way I can bring in that 80-gallon two-stage cobalt that I've got and have it over here, and I can run the piping and everything for using air anywhere else.
Cajun's showing everyone his package.
So you wanted to open it up here?
Got a mail call today. I'm not gonna open it right now. Compliments of Raising Cajun's Garage. These are from JD Chico.
Uh-oh. Got some more
And
toys.
there's a brand name right here on the outside of the box. They put the label straight on the box. It is a Steelman, and it's a screwdriver set. Raisin was showing off the set last week, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice set of screwdrivers." And I said, "What'd you get though?" He said, "JD Tico." He said, "I got another set. If you want me to send them to you." I'm like, "Sure, not a problem. Thank you." Well, he said it would be like a month and a half before I would get them. So he just ordered me a set from JD Tico and had them sent to me. I'm like, "Man, you didn't have to do that. I could have waited." "No, I didn't want you to wait." You know, I'm like,
It's like me. I had one of the girls.
Thank you, Raising Cajun.
I sent her a box from Hobby Lobby, and when she got it in, her husband got pissed because it was a huge box, and he thought she'd ordered it. She goes, "Well, wait a minute." She looked at it. She called me and started cussing me out because I sent her that much yarn.
Wow.
And it was all on sale. Because she's like me. If I get yarn, I'm going to buy it. I want to pay for it. I am over the moon. And
I mean, it didn't cost that girl nothing, and you getting cussed out for helping somebody out.
Yeah, but
you need to get rid of that old man.
Well, yeah, she got cussed out by him. She's like, "What?"
That's what I mean. And then you get cussed out.
And then I said, "No, don't cuss me out because you ain't returning it." She goes, "Really?" So, and she's keeping that for her stuff instead of her business. So she's got a lot of yarn that she can use for her and her family instead of selling it.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like I said, that way, one thing, I'm hoping that sometime this week I can actually get the trike put all back together and get down to Corsicana, drop it off and get the work done to it, and hopefully I can get that guy to show up that's got that mini bike frame, get that back here so I can get started on getting that thing ready. But see about getting the parts and everything for this engine. Get ready for it.
Hey, William, if you want to meet a true legend, look at a guy next to me right there. That's a legend, a living legend. That man knows his onions. He does. That man can make you anything. I'm jealous of his shop.
What,
you know?
Johnny's sitting next to you?
No, Adam. No,
if it can be measured, it can be measured.
That shop is our shop. That's me and Johnny's shop. No, but I mean, we got a fully stocked, just about a fully stocked machine shop in there. The only thing we don't have is a force where machine shop goes, but we really don't need it because we can use the mill for that. Is a dovetailing machine.
Mm-hmm.
We can just use the mill for that.
A bit in there. And
He's got a lot. Adam's got a lot of stuff in his shop now, man.
Yep.
And he knows how to use every piece of that machinery. He can
Yep.
make you anything you want. You see, when you're a gunsmith, you have to have some sort of small machine shop,
Yeah.
or access, with
Access to one.
knowing a friend that can either make you certain parts or he'll let you use his equipment for you to make the stuff.
Yeah.
When you're a gunsmith, sometimes you need to custom make parts because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
find that old stuff no more hardly. Now
They
that
also-
the internet's out, everything's at your fingertips. Instead of trying to call and get with this guy that knows this guy that knows that guy that sells stuff through the mail. Well, now we have the internet for that.
Yeah.
And
See, me-
all those old outdated parts are now available.
because they're getting made. And I remember how many different new toys did you get in, Adam, during some of the streams?
What was that?
I said, how many new toys did you wind up getting?
Uh,
Well, you got that new big lathe.
Yep.
And something else. I
Yeah,
forgot
the
what
big-
he had got.
the big lathe. They got rid of another big lathe, but I'm about to bring 2 more big lathes into the shop. I made room for those 2 bigger machines.
Yeah. You're gonna have to add on to your shop here pretty soon.
It's getting tight.
Tommy, I don't know, and I have not actually had the time or the energy to get out there and try messing with it. I need to, but I just had the way my body's been acting is like, screw you and the horse you rode in on. It's like I ain't got time to. I just have not had the energy to do something like that.
I would
keep
love
But nope.
to have dovetail templates because I can set those up and work them with just the router. I just would love the templates.
Yeah.
Oh no, what I'm talking about is a different style of dovetail.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm hearing an echo and stuff when I talk, so I'm going to drop out and be right back. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But
Renegade, a small lathe and mill are very handy.
Yeah.
yep. And I know I wound up finding some off
Hey,
that one
Danson.
website, and I mean they were probably going to be worth it. I mean, money wise, they weren't that expensive. I think. I know they were going for less than $1,000, and my only problem is going and getting them, and then where in the hell am I going to put them? And second, how am I going to run the power tool? That's the only problem that I've got. I mean, I'd love to have a lathe. I mean, a lathe.
Yeah, you can get a 110 job,
Yeah, you can
I
always
know.
change the motors out on them.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of the bigger ones are
Well,
3-phase, but you can put
just
240
switch your wiring, because most of your motors on those lathes are 110 or 220. Just
Right.
the way you wire them, that's all.
But that, like I said, that's something I would. A lathe and a mill. Those two, I think, would be, I mean, perfect for some of the little things that I'd want to do.
Man, if you can find an old style Harbor Freight mill, the old style, when Harbor Freight actually had a good lathe.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think it was an Atlas, if I'm not mistaken. And they had picked up that brand that was already well known, and they started handling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was an Atlas. Maybe Adam can correct me on that.
Sarge, you gotta let me know when you're gonna have that video. If it, up like this, man, has anything to do with Houston, especially the Oilers? Yeah, 'cause I got some of those old cards.
If you can find an old McCabe It's a belt driven. You hang the motor on the wall, set up the lathe, the table, and all that right there against the wall, and there's a belt coming from the electric motor down to the headstock to the left of it. And like I said, it's belt driven. It's cheap on electricity. And it's either 110 or 220.
Cool.
And you can get them now. If you can find an old McCabe, you can get them. They might be a little rough around the edges, but hey, a little polishing goes a long ways. You can spend a couple of weeks, an hour a day for 2 weeks, and have that lathe looking almost brand new.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind, cause like I said, yeah, I know they come in handy because some of the things that I'd want to make, I would have to have a lathe or a mill to do it. And I've seen a lot of videos on, you know, what people could do with a lathe and a mill. I'm going, damn, I'd love to have something like that because there's, like I said, there's a lot of projects that's like scratching my head going,
The lathe
hell
and
would I
the
do
mill are the cheapest part about getting into it. It's the tooling that you need to do a lot of the jobs. That's what
Right.
gets
All your cutters and your hold downs. You don't get many hold downs with a mill. Stepper hold downs. Yeah. Well, once you get into extra stuff, you know they call it exo machine tool. You know, which is it has to do with machining, but it's just the extra stuff to hold down, to cut, and especially it depends on what kind of cutters you get, HSS, or carbide, or what have you.
right.
Now we order all our cutters.
And of course, you know, there's one other item that any machine shop definitely needs, and that's some kind of a welder.
There used to be a salesman come by our shop. He knew where the key was to the locker. We got a system of lockers, okay, that were bought cheap. You know, like $10, you know, for half a truckload of them, and brand new. So he knew where the key was, and he'd go to the lockers, and the same key fit all the locks. And he'd look through there, and he'd write in his pad, open the next locker, and he was gone. You know, he'd say, "All right, fellas, have a good one." You know, sometimes he'd stick around, drink a beer or whatever. Sometimes not, depending on how much in a hurry he was. And about 4 or 5 days later, we'd have all our cutters and everything we needed in the mail.
Yeah.
For the invoice.
Renegade, that I've seen the some videos on the review of those mini lathes from Harbor Freight, and one of them, one of the only drawbacks is the fact that all the gears and everything are all plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get the metal replacement.
Right. You need the metal ones.
Yeah, little machine shop sells metal replacement gears for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you see, Crystal, talking about gears now. A good equipped machine shop will have the stuff to make new gears, and that's where that dovetail would come in handy for making gears.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the reason I would like the dovetail templates is because
but that's for woodworking. That's for router. Totally different.
For me, that's what I would want because that's what I would do. Yeah. I'm not going to get into the metalworking. Y'all guys have fun with that. I have hi Ghost Eagle. I didn't see
Ghost.
But I would like.
Yes, it is.
I got some cedar planks that came off the top of fencing. Take those, turn those into boxes, and get the one that I'm going to use for the top, and detail.
You can get all your dovetail templates online on the internet. Just Google dovetail templates for woodworking. You're going to get overwhelmed with all the
I
stuff
would
they got.
just want the basic where it does that dovetail. That's it.
Okay.
And Ghost, hey, to me, this is a small bottle. It's not.
Yeah, booze got my flavor. Boyfriend has cherry flavored.
Oh yeah, no, that's classic right there.
Yeah,
That's
see,
regular.
I'm on the generic.
That's no lead right there.
Exactly.
Mayor's got the leaded version.
How'd it go?
Cherry flavor.
I'm on the unleaded. I'm on the super unleaded. I'm on the generic stuff.
We used to drink when we go to Holly Beach. Mama used to get all different kind of flavors of the Czech Cokes from Winn-Dixie, the Czech brand, and that was Winn-Dixie's own brand, store brand, Czech.
Yep.
Just like Sam's Choice is Sam Walton's
Walmart and
version
Sam's
of
Club.
yeah.
Right.
And Mama used to get that black cherry Coke. Czech.
I've
Remember
had black cherry Shasta. I'll be honest. Czech Winn-Dixie is a little before my time because by the time I was able to actually start remembering sodas and stuff, there was not a Winn-Dixie around me.
Oh, okay.
So now a couple in Oklahoma City, there are still a couple of buildings that have Winn-Dixie across them, but they're not that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be at one time until they got bought out by somebody else.
Yeah, my dad, uncles, and I remember my grandfather talking about. My grandpa said, "Well, Dixie used to have this soda that was da 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 da," and I'm like, I looked at him. I said, "Where's Dixie at?" And
Alabama.
Well, no, I was like 5 at the time, I think.
Huh.
Oh, my grandfather passed when I was 9, so I don't remember a lot about him. But he always smelled like Prince Albert tobacco and chicken feathers because they raised chickens, and he used to roll his own.
Okay.
And so, but and I asked him. He said, "Oh, it's downtown," and da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't know a store named Dixie downtown. I thought he was talking about a woman. And
Oh.
yeah, nope. Whoops.
Yeah, like Dixie on Designing Women, huh?
No. More like you paid for Dixie to come over to your house.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the Winn-Dixie here in town, the local one, it was a franchise. It was a individual store owner.
Yeah.
Somebody from this area that owned that Winn-Dixie. Well, Super One Foods, I guess he got with corporate Super One or whoever down here and said, I'm getting out of the grocery business, out of the grocery game. So
there's still
Super
a couple.
Ones bought the local Winn-Dixie here, and the building was bigger than the old Super One store. They didn't have a deli in the old Super One. Now they got a deli. They had a bakery, but they didn't have a deli. But now they got all of that plus something else in there, flower boutique. Okay, flower boutique in there, but they still have Winn-Dixies. They're not all sold out. It's not a bankrupt company or anything like that. It depends on the local owner or if it's a corporate store.
Yeah.
They still got them in Florida and Alabama.
Yeah, I keep hearing about them, and it's farther south. Like, I heard there was Winn-Dixies in Texas, but they're more down towards straight on south. And there's Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, all along the Gulf Coast. There's supposed to be Winn-Dixies. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying I haven't seen it because the ones I'm used to are out of business.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this one here has only been bought out about 3 years ago or so, 4 years ago, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't even met any of you guys yet.
All right, I got a question for Adam.
Yep.
Yeah.
What would you say would be the most reasonable priced tubing bender on the market.
What kind of tubing?
Yeah.
Round.
How big?
Well,
What's the main use for it? A mini bike frame?
Possibly.
Okay, gotcha.
the
Get with a
Harbor
friend of
Freight
yours
one's
that
not
owns
terrible.
a custom muffler shop.
Hang on. Okay, what'd you
He
say,
can
Adam?
bend you anything you want.
The Harbor Freight one is not terrible.
It's not what?
Terrible.
Not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Preferably you
it-
get one of those ones that bolts to the floor and it's horizontal in how you use it with the big long
Right.
bar. That's less likely to crimp the tubing.
right.
Yeah.
Because I know the one at Harbor Freight, it's not a tubing, it's a pipe bender.
Yeah.
And that one there, because pipe is measured different than tubing. So, I mean, tubing is measured outside diameter, and pipe is measured on the inside diameter. So that's why I'm saying a tubing bender. I mean, I've seen, I'm trying to remember the name of the company right now. Speedway Motors. They've got one, uh, and you can get the different dies and everything. You got the one that stays in the bender, and the other one is basically it's a jack, and as it comes down, it's moving the die and bending it around. So you're stuck with a certain diameter on that one. Now I know with the JD Square that you can get the different dies and everything and different radiuses. Okay. The only problem is some of that stuff, and that's the one like you said, bolts down to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is, okay, yeah, you get the bender assembly itself. That usually runs you about $500-600. Where they get you at is between the $200 and $300-400 for one set of dies.
Yeah.
So if you want to say you need the bender, but you need about three different. You're going to be bending like three different size tubing.
What size pipe are you planning on bending?
Probably
Well,
1 inch.
Well, like Cajun was saying, like for that mini bike frame, if I can't find a frame, because what I'm trying to find is like the Trailmaster NB200. That's the one that's a full suspension. Okay. So if I can't find one like that, I might have to go with one kind of like what Brandon and I had last year, and that was that Coleman with front suspension only.
That's true, Renegade. Also, Renegade, Eastwood makes very decent welders. If people are looking
Yeah, they
for
do.
MIG welders.
Oh yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's probably like a 1 inch on something like that.
Like 1 inch DOM tubing, like so pretty thin wall.
It'd be like an 095. So I mean, it'd be kind of thin. I mean, it's not going to be like conduit thin. So it's going to be probably maybe 1/8 inch. But yeah, I know Eastwood, they've got them. I've seen some of those, like what Eastwood's got, and it's almost the same thing as like what Speedway Motors has. But like I said, you're sitting there, you're only stuck with a 7-inch radius. So if you want something that's going to be a tighter bend, your SOL was going with that kind. So
I hear a rain frog. I don't know if that's here or at your place, Mater.
What's that?
A rain frog. I keep hearing a rain frog. And I heard some thunder just now, so it might be over here I'm hearing it.
It's probably over there. I mean, we've had rain here finally today.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that might be on your end then.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing one of them.
Oh, okay.
But the reason I'm asking on that is simple fact is, if I can't find my own frame, I might actually have to build one from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Uh,
I do know that there is a. I'd have to go back and find the video again, but there is one of them out there that it's you got the front suspension. Okay, it does have the forks with the shocks and everything, but it's solid. But I saw a video out there that, um, unfortunately, Go Power Sports, they actually have the kit and everything to convert it over into a rear suspension.
you have a cutting torch rig, correct? You had mentioned acetylene oxygen
I've
rig.
got, I've got, I've got an oxyacetylene rig. Yep.
Okay, you can get you like a rosebud tip or use a regular tip. It don't matter. And if you're gonna do it by hand like that, uh, you're gonna want to heat your pipe up where the bend is. Make you some soapstone marks on the tubing or whatever. Heat that general area up. And you'll figure out how much heat to put on it, and that's going to assist you in the bending part without stressing the metal out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but heating it up to do that bending and everything, you're taking a chance of it collapsing or kinking. But then also your
When it cools down, it will
right.
tighten up.
No,
So
you
if you
want to cool it down in oil or water or
I know,
some
but
kind of
the
coolant.
thing about it, it's better to bend the tubing cold. Okay, that's one thing I've learned over the years. Okay, because heating it up and everything that changes the molecular structure of the metal, and you can actually make it weaker by doing
Not if you put so much heat to it. You got to. That's why I say you'll get used to how much heat. You don't want to get a cherry red because you end up collapsing it. Not
it. Right.
kinking it, but collapsing it. You just
Oh
want
yeah.
to heat it up enough so it's not a cold bend. It's going to be like a semi-hot bend, and it will not stress the metal out. It will not change the molecular structure
Right.
like that.
Right. But the only thing is, I'd have to have a jig or something like that to do it on, because if I'm going to be doing, if I'm
That's
going
what
to
I'm talking about. Yeah, if you're using a jig,
right.
floor mounted, wall mounted, or what have you.
Right. What I'm saying is, I would still have to have. I'd have to have something to do that with, but like I said, having an actual bender, I can put the pipe and or put the tubing and everything in there, and I can see, the degree on there. I can get everything set to a certain degree. That way, I know it's all lined up perfect.
They got a guy that builds these midget racers. Okay, I forget his name, but he's built all the midget cars for the most famous guys out there. He is well known across the country, the United States, well known. And there's a few racing guys that have a huge name in racing, those midget cars and those sprint cars out there. And that's the way he does it. He heats his tubing up, but he uses a rosebud tip. It's not a cutting tip. It's more or less a heating tip. You know, you get your most efficient heat out of that tip without wasting gas, because acetylene and oxygen is not cheap, especially nowadays.
No, it's not.
How much does it cost you to fill up a cylinder, a 4 foot tall cylinder, Adam?
Most of my cylinders are 6 foot,
About 6 foot. Okay.
and last time I did it, I did 4 of them, and it was about $700.
Wow. Two oxygen and 2 acetylene.
It was just 4 oxygen.
Oh, okay.
$175 a bottle. Ouch.
Yeah, something like that. It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Oh no.
My carbon arc gouging torch burns through oxygen too.
Oh yeah.
Now, on something like that, something I just thought of, Adam. I know that a lot of people, they use the oxyacetylene, But then I've seen other people that will use oxygen and propane.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
now which one is better?
It's what kind of what the heat you need. It's a little bit cooler,
The
but it is
propane
much
is.
more economical to run.
So propane's a little bit cooler, but cheaper. Because I've seen guys they go out there and they're using the propane tanks for like a gas grill.
Yeah. If you want to, if you all you want to do is heat, your tubing like I'm talking about,
They're
and that
doing it for
extreme heat,
cutting.
yeah, use
Yeah, you
propane.
can do that too,
It's
honey.
cheaper.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that I've seen them using them for even cutting with.
Oh yeah. Certain
Yeah.
metals,
It,
yeah.
it takes a little bit longer to do it, but it can be done.
Right. On the cutting part. Well, it
Right.
depends on how you on what you're cutting too.
Later, Patrick. Have a good night.
All right,
Yeah,
see you,
I mean,
Oh, I didn't see Patrick earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
yeah, he was hiding out. He was listening.
He's
Honey, honey, my Uncle Alan used propane. He learned how to do oxyacetylene, regular welding and everything, and he used straight propane.
I know that, but I was just trying to find out. I've seen people doing both ways. I've only done oxyacetylene, okay?
Yeah.
But I did know, because I know how expensive acetylene is. I just didn't know if having like the propane tanks, like I said, for a barbecue grill, how that is going to, how that is comparison to using acetylene. If it was, if it produces the same amount of heat, or if it's less heat, or
Or
if
more
it's
heat. Yeah.
right.
It's a little
But
less, and
also,
like Renegade said, especially if you're gas welding, it's a little easier on thin stuff if you're using propane and acetylene.
right.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
It's
because
easier
I've
to
got,
melt and stuff.
yeah, because for me, right now, I've got 2 bottles of oxygen, 2 bottles of acetylene, and unfortunately, one of each is empty. So I've got 2 empty bottles, but I got 2 full ones, and it's like, yeah, I know it's not going to be cheap to do an exchange on because I've got about 3 or 4 places around me I can go and do exchange at. But I mean, no, another reason I was also asking about, like on that bender, is yeah, only for that mini bike, but I've got 2 other things that I wouldn't mind doing, but that requires bending tubing. One is for that mini top fuel dragster, and the other item is if I can ever get the funds and everything, get back into dirt track racing. So I'd have to be able to build the cage, roll cage and everything, and the car.
Are those bottles your bottles, or they
Yep.
come from a welding supply house? Yours? Because if you bring them in to get exchanged, for full ones, your empty ones for full, that guy, whoever works at that welding supply, they can look at that bottle and tell you where it came from.
I know.
If it came from another welding supply house or whatever, but if they're your bottles, you won't have a problem, and you won't need to put a huge deposit down, which you can get back after a certain amount of time.
Oh
But
yeah.
but if you're just a stranger and you go in with a bottle from another company, that they're going to want to charge you this deposit and that. Now, even though they're getting a bottle in return, they're still kind of funny about that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they can check the date last time it was pressure tested because that'll be stamped on the bottle,
That
and they can
too,
charge you a pressure testing fee on it.
all kind
Oh
of
yeah.
technical bull butter.
I know. I've
Oh,
already
yeah.
talked to. I've already talked to a couple of them around here, so I know everything that they're gonna, like what y'all are talking about.
Okay, so you're not
And
jumping into that blind then.
no, oh no, oh no. Like, and mind you, I started checking in on all this kind of stuff about 5 or 6 years ago. So it's been a while, but yeah, I do know about all that stuff. I mean, I've already got my own uh, cutting torch and everything. So Yeah.
Yeah. At least you're not going in blind. Like this new guy, man. He went to work, and the guy told him, "Go,
Tiger
hey,
testing on the
hey,
bottle.
take this over there by the water faucet." And they had a can of something. They had a bag of grout or mortar mix, like a 80-pound bag, and a wheelbarrow sitting right there. Well, the guy throws the mortar mix over his shoulder, grabs that bucket with a handle, like some kind of jerry can or something, and he picks up the wheelbarrow and he's walking toward there. The guy says, "No, no, no." So he takes the mortar mix off the guy's shoulder, puts it in the wheelbarrow, puts the bucket in the wheelbarrow, and he says, "Now go." Well, the guy picks up the whole wheelbarrow and everything and starts walking toward the faucet again.
Yep, I saw that one.
Boy, that's funnier than shit right there.
I've seen that one. It's like, and there was one I saw. It said Makita is the best. It showed a sawzall, but the guy's sitting there back and forth instead of holding the trigger down.
Pulling the trigger, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's some greenhorns, I see ain't cake shawls.
Hey, my only question was,
Hi, Pat.
hey, sweetie, hey, was that
Pat.
NTO Tech guy doing that?
No,
Oh
Oh,
boy.
it must have been Jehu.
nope. Neither one of them yahoos.
Well, I know it wasn't.
Just one of them short videos that's got the
Yeah.
laugh track in it. That Italian
What's
guy,
up,
whatever he is, laughing his butt off. No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Hey, Pat.
Oh, it
How
might
you
have
doing,
been
Mr.
Dr.
Pat
Gillis.
Paulson?
No, it was Makita, not Ryobi.
Hey,
It wasn't
Ryan.
Shaka.
Yeah, we missed Chaka Gillis last night. He wasn't there for some reason. Usually he's there when Ed's on, but I guess Chaka didn't know I was on, or he should have known, though, because we announced it last Tuesday that I was going to take Ed's place.
Might have forgot. Didn't turn on the bell.
Ryan, the Syrian TV.
That's something I forgot to do.
New name for me right there.
Yeah.
Yep. He's been around.
What, he's a TV repairman or something?
I don't remember offhand. Of course,
Oh, okay.
the way my brain's still a little foggy. I had to take some more pain relievers before going live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went out with me this morning and helped me pick up some stuff. And he did it without any painkillers in his system. We got home and he came in, and then I went around the truck and started unloading because he was hurting that bad.
Night, William. Glad you came by, bud.
See you, William.
Take it easy. Yeah, up like this. We were going down the road, and it was kind of bumpy and everything. And even hitting those bumps in the truck was hurting my back.
Wow.
I was feeling it. And it's like, oh, crap.
Was it a Dodge truck?
I've only got one truck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sweetheart.
I thought
That's
you was
all.
with a buddy of yours or something. Yeah, my Dodge was a rough rider too. My Jeep actually is a smoother ride than my old Dodge truck. I had the Super Sport Dodge, short wheelbase Super Sport.
Right.
And my buddy's got the same. He's got a long wheelbase though. He's got the newer Dodge truck, Dodge Ram. He's got the V8 in his though. I had the V6 Magnum. He's got the V8 Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
And his truck, it's heavier, a long wheelbase, longer than my Super Sport I had. And his truck is the same as my old truck. I mean, I'm talking about that is a rough riding truck he's got.
Mm-hmm.
But my Jeep is a Cadillac compared to a Dodge truck. And Jeep is a Dodge product. It's a little rough, but it's because it's light. It's a lightweight vehicle.
Is a short wheelbase, right?
A Jeep is, yeah, it's short wheelbase.
Okay.
This is a Jeep
Be-
Liberty. Yeah, Jeeps are
because-
smaller than your standard truck. Yeah.
Because with the Jeep wheelbase, it's not twisting as much. With a long wheelbase, it's got a little bit more room to do that. So when
Yeah,
you
but
hit
no, but that long wheelbase my buddy Richard Ordwang got, that thing was just as rough, if not rougher, than my Super Sport Dodge I had.
yeah,
Yeah,
when you
well-
hit a bump in a long wheelbase, it's got more room to travel and bounce. So
You
that's
would
what,
figure that, but them Dodges, they just
Yeah.
rough riders for some
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
But, hey,
I know
Cajun,
they got strong springs, you know, heavy duty springs on them, and all that for a towing package. But oh
Yeah,
boy,
yeah, but the thing about it is, Cajun, that road we went going down, that was a pretty rough road.
oh,
I mean,
okay.
it had some pretty good sized potholes and dips and this, that, and the other. And
Oh dang.
it was, I mean, I was going about 30, 35 miles an hour. And even I probably should have been going about 20 or 25. That's how rough that road was.
So you got so many potholes in there. Somebody will tell you, "Hey, Mater, turn around and go back. You missed 2 potholes back there."
Yeah.
no, you missed one out of the 30 that's in 5 foot.
Oh, okay. There you go.
This is on a
Yeah,
repair Oklahoma road.
Yeah. It's a very rough road.
Yeah.
But like I said,
We got gravel roads that are a lot smoother than that down here.
yeah,
I'd rather have a gravel some days, but
We still got gravel roads down here in the country.
oh, I grew up on a dirt road. Forget gravel. They came in and graveled it when I was about 15.
Oh yeah, that's right, Oklahoma. Yeah, that's hard dirt roads. Yeah, right. 10
Well,
millimeters missing. $10.
Is that a $10 reward or $10 to replace it?
probably both. But now, like I said, we came in and everything. I mean, first thing I did hit the restroom, and then second thing was go grab all 3 pills.
Oh, hey, Briggs.
I'm still waiting for 2 more people to show up.
Hey Scott.
Hi, Scott.
If they don't show, they don't show.
Yeah, one of them is Lorna, and the other one is supposed to be Money.
Hopefully, Money is asleep because he said he wasn't sure if he was going to make it today or not because of not being able to take pills.
Well,
Well,
I
no.
got that. I got the backup plan
Money
established.
Money sent me a message, and he said he was at Walmart shopping. So he said as soon as he got home, he's gonna pop in.
Oh, okay. Hey, 710.
7:10.
Hey, something done.
Hey, 710. What's up,
And I
Mommy?
Right, and I haven't heard anything from Lorna, so I don't know about that.
Let me check something real quick.
She may be sleeping. I don't know, but I mean, I'm looking right now. It didn't even show that she's even seen it.
I got our backup in motion right now.
And I sent one off to Ed. Trying to think of who else.
710. What's up, Mona Me? That Keystone?
Yep.
That was my brand. Coors Light. Keystone Light. Same thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather save them few dollars and buy Keystone instead of the name brand Coors Light. It tastes the same to me, exactly the same to me.
Beer's
Quantity
beer.
over
I don't
quality.
like any of it.
No, beer's not beer. I can tell if you give me a Bud or a Bud Light, I'll know it.
Okay, well, to me.
Yeah, to you. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a beer connoisseur.
Well, she don't like beer. She don't like the taste of it.
Okay.
Hey, John Clem.
Hey, Big John Clem. Hey, we missed you, John Clem,
Hey,
last
John.
Saturday night on
Okay.
on
There's
Dobie's
Hey,
show.
John.
there's two places that I know Lorna could be, and she's not there. So
Well, like I said, I just looked on Facebook through Messenger. She hadn't even read the message yet.
okay, well, hopefully she's sleeping after
That's possible,
that slip and slide she had Monday.
right? Yeah, because I've seen the bruising on her arms.
Who's that?
Lorna.
Oh,
Yeah.
We were discussing how to get olive oil up out of the kitchen. Well, right here, she put a picture on Facebook. It's like this big.
wow.
I mean, it is
It
is dark. That dark blue right there. It is
Ooh,
bad.
yeah, that's a hell of a bruise.
Yeah.
And what she was doing, slip and sliding?
No,
remember
she
she spilt that olive oil on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it happened after we talked to her then.
it developed
No,
afterwards.
before.
Yeah.
It's just she didn't find the bruise till the next day
Oh,
because she was wearing longish sleeves,
yeah.
and the picture she put up, she's wearing a tank top.
Because I don't recall her saying I fell. I just recall her saying there's olive oil all over the floor in the kitchen, the sofa,
Yeah.
all
She-
over me. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's
She-
she had 3 gallons of olive oil or something.
No,
she found it by falling.
Yeah, she said she fell. That she slipped and fell because of the olive oil.
Oh, that's how the olive oil got everywhere to start with.
No, it somehow she said that she heard something, some kind of a noise in the kitchen area, and walked in there and found it like that and wound up slipping. She didn't see it on the floor,
Oh,
but she wound up seeing it on the floor, and she slipped and fell.
does she have a cat?
No.
She got a big mouse then.
Her mouse is about yay big and brown and white. It's called a gerbil.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a mouse in the house.
I don't know. That's
Unless you got a train track close by and it vibrated off the counter or whatever.
there's no telling. I mean, I don't know the situation around her. She's in a very big tourist town in England. That I do know.
Okay.
But
Yeah, Casper. That's right, Casper.
see, my grandma had one of those. He was named George. She had a touch lamp sitting beside her chair in the living room, and she'd be sitting there watching TV, and it'd turn on. So-
William,
Wow.
I'm not sure. Was it the hydrocodone? Isn't that one of them they gave me?
Yeah, that's your narcotic.
Right, I got the hydrocodone, and there's 2 others. Don't get me a line what they are, but you know it's
Since
kind
I'm
of
here,
like,
give me a second.
right. But anyways, it's
Oh, excuse me.
been almost a week now, but I've been
Yeah.
taking other other painkillers.
That's a
heavy
car
doses. But
and
yeah,
you don't roll it.
she's got them right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got 3 new ones, and these here are stronger than the other ones they had me prescribed on.
Okay, methylcarbamate and ketorolac. But the hydrocodone is, they both say can't be renewed, and so he has to visit a doctor for it. But the
No,
hydrocodone,
The hydrocodone's the only one that says federal law prohibits refills.
yeah, he has to go and get a new prescription every time. For
Right.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Do
the
that.
doctor has to call it in
No,
for you.
he has to go see the doctor for the doctor to call it in.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Okay. Same.
Yeah.
right. There's raging.
There's,
John,
Go up
I'm,
north.
there's my backup plan.
I normally do better at it, but it's been a day.
710. I can't do that. And I'll put it like this: I have tried that in the past, and it doesn't do a damn thing to me. I get no effect from it.
Now he might if it was gummies, but because his job he runs that forklift, OSHA can walk in there and he has hooded eyes anyway. So OSHA can walk in there and look at him and say, "Here's a cup, go pee."
Yeah.
And if they don't like the results, he can be fired by OSHA, not by his boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, and like I said, right now, uh,
Dang!
Sorry. Hi, Raging. I'm sorry I didn't
cucumber-
say anything when you popped up.
cucumber
you're
Joe
okay.
Coming back out.
but the thing about it is, like I said, with these 3 new ones, the doctor even said at that time, basically said, do not take any over-the-counter pain medications with these at all.
Yeah.
They absolutely do not take any. And but
Wow.
like I said, it's like with money and with Lorna, okay, they've been taking they've got pain meds that they take, okay, but they've been taking them for say a year or 2 or longer.
A
Okay?
while.
They've
We'll
been
just
taking
leave it
them
at
for
a while. Yeah.
Cajun knows about it. Okay, so when you first start taking them, they've got you on a low dose, and then after a while, they keep upping the dosage of it. Okay, for me, I've only been on these new 3 ones for a week, and they're low dosage, and they do quite a bit. Yeah, so that's why Monday, I was like, am I gonna be able to make it through the 2
Yeah.
hours? And it's like I fought through it same way I'm doing tonight because about 5 o'clock is when I took. No, it was about 6 o'clock when I took the other 3.
Yeah.
I took 3 more about 5 o'clock.
No.
And
No, it was 6 because you laid down for half an hour to get them in your system before.
I know, but what I'm saying though is I took them, but I've also had some coffee. I've had a few cigarettes. I got some cherry Coke, so I've got stimulants trying to boost me up, trying to make sure that I don't go.
Any hydro or opiate based painkiller gives me energy.
Different effects for different people.
Yeah, but most everybody I know, it does the same thing to them. It gives them energy. Some people, it just puts them out. Go to
Caffeine.
sleep.
That's me.
Red Bull.
Yeah, can you believe it? Red Bull will actually put her to sleep.
Really?
30 minutes.
I don't drink those energy drinks like Red Bull, Monster.
No,
I drank a few Monsters in my time, and then my doctor gave me something to read up on. Gave me a pamphlet with a bunch of internet links or books, whatever. Reading some literature on energy drinks, the weird side effects.
Uh-huh.
It raises myosin and blood pressure and stuff like that.
All kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I've went through all that after about 6 months of drinking them because it's like, okay, why am I going into work looking like I got rosacea and I don't, because that would have been something I found out years ago.
Rosacea. Oh, is that where you
it's where, like, right here,
everything turns red. Yeah.
Mainly it's
flaky,
your nose.
Flaky red.
Yeah, it's mainly your nose and cheeks, and sometimes you'll get patches lower down. you know that guy that's been drunk for 6 months and his nose just will not go down? Yeah, that's what I was looking like, and it was after 6 months of drinking energy drinks.
Oh,
So I started doing all the research and stuff, and it's like, ooh, yeah. But yeah, I found out one night I drank a Red Bull to last me the night at work. I was standing up against the door jamb, just snoring. Had a customer come in 30 minutes later and wake me up.
wow.
Yep, my boss at Dollar General, he drinks Red Bull. He loves the watermelon one. And he's like, I need you to get moving. I'll buy you an energy drink. I looked at him and said, don't give me Red Bull because I will fall asleep on you. He almost had to pick me up off the floor.
Yeah, he didn't believe her.
Yeah.
Dang.
I told you. I looked at him. I said, I told you.
Yep. And I told Crystal, she goes, well, here, why don't you try this? And of course, this is several months ago. And I go, look, as much energy as I've got, do you want me bouncing through the walls if I take one of those energy drinks? He goes, no. And it's like, I'm already bouncing enough as it is. I don't need to.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you at, Raisin?
McCook, Nebraska.
Yeah, I still see it's still daylight over there.
Yep.
You
It
still stuck
is.
up there, huh?
He's right on that time zone line too. That's why.
I think we crossed over because my clock says it's 8:30 here.
Yeah, it's 8:36 here.
It's 8:30 here too.
Okay,
8:36. Yeah.
So I'm still
But
in
you
Central
on
Time.
that western edge of the central time zone, so it's still daylight there for another 30 minutes or so.
I mean, there's really nothing around. I'm parked at a Walmart because there's no really truck stops around us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I figured you would have already been out of Nebraska by now because you were up there, heading up there, last night?
Yeah, last night he was heading there. Yeah.
Yeah, we just got here. I just made delivery at around 6 o'clock this evening. We made delivery.
So you shut down in your logbook, or you shutting down and waiting on a load, or what?
Shutting down, waiting on a load.
Okay. Yeah, we got the Walmart here. They got spots that they'll let you park your rig over there.
But I mean, you can't argue with the view.
Boy, that ain't no doubt. You can see for miles and miles and miles and miles.
Give me that, but I don't want the parking lot. I want nothing but trees.
The view is like tremendous. This is one of the things that you enjoy when you're out here driving.
I bet you that's going to be a pretty sunset.
Probably.
Nothing in the way. Nothing in the way in the horizon over there.
Okay, William, if your buddy can cut back a little bit, change it out with soda, change it out with there are caffeine pills out there, the no-dos.
No. Stay away from that stuff.
Hate those.
Well,
I used to like Quick Pep. That was the name of them. Quick Pep.
Well, his friend is addicted to energy drinks like I was.
He's talking about the
pain pills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me, I'll be more than happy to shut you down. If I have to throw you in a clink for detox, I ain't got a problem with it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. And no, I don't want to get addicted to them.
Mm-mm.
I was working for a beer manufacturer in their warehouse loading beer trucks, and they had pallets of Red Bull, and we had a few cases that broke, so we stuck them in the refrigerator. I mean, these were the big 16 plus ounce cans.
Mm-hmm.
One of our loaders went into the fridge, got 5 of them, just pounded one after the other.
Ooh. Heart attack.
Later that day, he hit the ground.
Yeah. You don't chug them. No. I drink 16-ounce energy drinks, but I've been able to back off them and space it, so I'm actually where I can get two of these bottles of soda or 20 ounce, and I'm good.
Uh-huh.
But it used to be 2 monsters a day. So I was drinking the equivalent of 6 cups of coffee a
Oh, we
day.
lost Adam.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lost Adam.
Now
No.
I'm down to about a cup, but it takes me all day to drink it because I've been able to space everything out.
Damn, John Clem, you right there in Petal, Mississippi? Wow, I've been there before.
Yeah. But
I used to go to Hattiesburg. I was contracted to Hudson's Treasure Hunt and Hudson's Dirt Cheap. That's where their corporate office is and their main warehouse. I used to go to their warehouse. I had the keys to it, and I would build all their counters, their checkout counters, and all their 4 foot display boxes, 8 inches deep, and the bottoms of those display boxes, the stands. All it was 3/4 inch plywood, 5/8, 3/4, whatever they could get cheap, and I built all of that. I built almost every. If you ever go to Hudson's Dirt Cheap or Treasure Hunt, I built the cashier counters that you put your stuff on, and the cashier brings it up for you.
Hey, now y'all want to hear something real funny? Is this morning, before we wound up leaving, I was, at the laptop there in bed and everything, and I was watching, scrolling through YouTube, and it said top 10 places, um, what, top 10 house or towns in
cheapest.
Oklahoma to live in, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Crystal was out in her yarn room, so I'm watching it and everything. And before she walked out, I said, "Yeah, I bet Chickasha's on here." She goes, "I doubt it."
Yeah.
Number 3. As soon as I saw it come up, I go, "Crystal, you gotta come here and look at this." I hadn't even watched it all, so because they would pop it up on the screen, says number 3, and it gave the name. I paused right then and there. I said, "You gotta come here and look at this." And she was surprised that.
Yeah, they said average rent is $660 a month. Most of the people I know in Chickasha, which is my hometown, pay $800 to $900 a month. A mortgage is around $1,200 a month,
Yeah.
Wow.
and that's for a small house.
And
Wow.
what was the number 1? Again, I don't remember.
A neighbor. What was number 2 that you and I fought over how to pronounce it?
Altus.
Huh?
Yeah,
I still want to go there because of the Air Force Base.
Altus?
Altus Air Force Base.
How you spell it?
ALTUS. But
ALTUS? Yeah, that makes sense. Altus.
how do you
Altus,
normally
but
pronounce
Altus.
it?
Huh?
How do you normally pronounce it, sweetheart?
Hey, I pronounced it the way I was told. Altus.
Which is?
Altus.
Altus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's the way I was told.
But it doesn't have the double L.
Yep.
No.
But
It's got like Al, Uncle Al,
Yeah.
A-L, like Al Bundy. A-L-T-U-S.
All right. Now, sweetie,
The number-
I want you to try and figure out why I'd want to go there.
What? Because of the Air Force Base?
You're not my sweetie.
Because the Air Force Base has a museum, and I think you said it's got Doc or the Bell. It's got one of the bombers out there, I believe.
Okay. Altus, Oklahoma. After World War II, that was one of the boneyards for all the military aircraft.
Oh yeah.
And that's where the guy found the Memphis Belle at.
Oh, the Memphis
Rescued
Belle,
her.
yeah.
Right, but rescued her from getting chopped up into scrap metal.
Oh.
Renegade, I am not moving it. I love you, and I wouldn't mind being your neighbor, but there's no way I'm paying that rent.
Nope.
I guess not.
Oh
Hmm.
wow.
Yeah. That's what happens with a lot of people that get addicted to stuff, whether it's
Yeah.
legal painkillers like Mater is or the illegal narcotics. Um, if you can't get enough to support your habit, most people resort to illegal activities because you're looking for that next high. That you're here, you're looking for the one that's going to bring you up here, and then on up and on up and up, and it takes more and more to get that next high. There's the only way he's going to get out of it is to want to get out of it first, and he's going to have to talk to someone about getting into a rehab program that will help him.
Yep.
And his first couple of weeks are going to be hellacious because he will have access to nothing but water and food, and they're going to count the forks on tines on the fork and everything. Because if he's been on it for a while, it's going to take a lot to get him off it.
Well, he can always check into the city hotel.
No, they'll just run him through a psych ward and they'll try and kick him into a rehab. But if he
Yeah.
doesn't have a place to live, if he doesn't have an address, oh well, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yay, good renegade.
I don't even know how many I've got. I think
3 something,
yeah. Hang on.
353.
Yeah, 350. That's how many subs I've got. Is 353.
Wow,
Yeah.
you gained a bunch lately.
No, not really.
Well, you were right at 300 last time I had looked, so you got 50 more than last time I looked.
When Dennis Tool, Jeff came in and did those couple of lives with him, he got more people over from,
Right.
but he was at like 315 or 320
See,
then.
I never watched my sub count. You know, I don't keep track of it. Put it that way. Maybe once every 2 months
I'll be
I'll
back.
see what I got.
Bubba,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking at them, but I mean, I don't see myself, really getting up there because I don't have enough, I guess not enough people will be interested in everything. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get it to grow more. I didn't ever think I'd even be that many subs.
It's going to take that one video like Steve Cox, the diesel mechanic. It's going to just take that one video to put you up there and keep you up there,
Yep.
or it's going to be a slow, natural growing process, which that's what people want. They want that natural growth.
Exactly.
You don't want to be on growing channels and getting subs just to get a sub because YouTube's going to take them down later anyway.
Night, John.
Because
Okay.
those
Night, John.
people from growing channels like Pusa Studios, okay? He's French. Him and his wife are French. They from French Canada, and they had a growing. They have a growing channel, and people go there to pick up subs. But then
Yeah.
later on, YouTube just takes them away because they don't ever come back to you.
Hell, if I want some subs and everything, I got Subway, I got Papa John's.
There you
over here.
go. There you go. Papa Do's? You got a Papa Do's over there?
I got Papa John's.
Oh, Papa John's. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Papa Do's, which Papa
No.
Do's that's a big chain in southern Texas.
Yeah.
It's a Cajun restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
A guillotine. Wow. Hey, is that silver? Wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Jamie.
Sorry, no, they're stainless steel.
Oh, okay. That's
like that
MD. That's a medical doctor.
No, that's a dragon
Oh,
reference.
It looked like
I know.
a doctor's symbol. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, sorry. I kept trying to unmute and I kept hitting my camera.
Wrong button.
Whoopsies. Well, they're
But-
side by side and the arrow didn't move. But yeah, Christopher's home. When you see what he did to himself, you'll see why I went, ah!
Yeah, I know. I think he's fixing to be out here to scare me.
Yeah, he's fixing to go out there because of the puppy. He has to physically take her over to her area.
Yeah. Think of the
She's
devil.
a preppy
Hey.
princess.
What'd you do? Jump in the
I should
sleeper?
point the
Galen?
camera to the door. Get my flashlight.
Raging, you jumped in the sleeper?
No.
Oh.
I'm sitting in the front seat.
Oh, you just have the window curtained off.
Yeah,
Hi, Jamie.
I'm
Gotcha.
getting it. I'm getting it ready for when the stream ends to shut the curtains.
Yeah.
Let me go get my razor.
But no, as far as channel growth, you want it to grow organically. You don't want to
Right.
Yeah.
have it any other way.
Now what gave my Cajun channel a big jump start was when I was involved in a 12 or 13 channel giveaway, and we gave away a $5,000 penny. Yeah, plus other giveaways. Okay, There were
Tommy,
tw-
who's
12
Beetlejuice?
12 of us or 13 channels, and I had a prize package to be given away, and like all the other ones, but the grand prize was a $5,000 penny. The 1909 SVDB in uncirculated condition in a PCGS slab.
I have no idea, Tommy. He asked for the
And
link, and I haven't seen him since.
that was promoted for 2 months, that giveaway, for 2 months. And everybody made a video, an announcement video for the main giveaway stream, 2 months later.
Yeah.
And you had to be subbed, okay, to qualify. And everybody checked to see if there was, people actually sub to you, because you can check your subscription list, And some people checked, but a lot of people didn't, But that's what gave me my jump right there, from say 500 to 900, within a 2-week period.
Yeah, no. The crochet community has a fall. It's the 2022 harvest giveaway is one going on right now, and then there's a 250K, 50 for me, 50 for you giveaway. Those are hosted by one channel, and the harvest one has 56 going on right now. I don't know how many the 50-50 is, but during July, there is the Christmas in July fairies. This was the third year, I believe. I know the first year there was over 200 channels.
Wow.
Last year, there was like 150, and it's just basically like your coin channel. You get a stuff to go with the coinage, the slab holders, maybe a book, a couple of low value coins to get someone started. I would do yarn and hooks and maybe a little intro book and how to do washcloths and stuff. Same for a knitter, would probably do the same. People did diamond paintings, needlework, cross stitch, embroidery, stuff like that. If you did metalwork, people did metalwork and would give away stuff like that. So, I mean, it's when you do something and they say, creators, get a hold of me here and we'll add you to the list. Like, okay. Right now,
I wish money was on here right now.
Yeah.
William, man, I wish I had 500,000.
Yeah. Hi, Landon.
Hey, Landon.
Hey, Landon. Hey, Cajun, guess what I wound up finding?
What's that?
How about 1882, 1883, and 1884 CC Morgans.
Okay. That's the most common years for those.
Right. But here's the thing. They're all that horde.
They what?
You know, that horde?
The
Oh,
government board.
The GSA horde.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your voice is real low, Mater.
Oh, shouldn't be.
It is. It's not normal like it used to be.
Oh,
You might need to turn your mic volume up just a hair.
I had been changed the volume on it.
I
But
would.
anyways,
I'd increase it.
yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, they were all three of them are like the current bid is like $275
For all three or a piece?
each one.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't go over 3 1/4.
Yeah. Well, and what they're wanting right now, no. I mean, for a GSA horde on Carson City. I mean, I know it's slabbed already and everything, but
No, it's not slab. It's not PCGS slab. It's just a GCA horde. GSA, I mean.
right, that's what I'm saying. It's GSA and it's in that plastic slab.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, but that's not PCGS. It's
I
not a
didn't say
grading
it.
slab.
I didn't say it was PCGS.
I know, but it's not graded.
I didn't say it was graded.
You said it was in a slab, but it's not a
No,
grading
he said it's part of the horde.
It's
Yeah,
part of that.
all GSA Morgan dollars, it doesn't matter CC or not, they all in a slab.
They're not graded, honey.
I know. I never said they were. I never said it was graded. It's
I never said you said they were graded, but you keep
Okay.
saying they already slab.
Stop.
No, I'm just saying
I know, but it's
they slab.
never mind.
They all come like that, Mater.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm
Okay.
saying they're all like that, but for $275 a piece. No, I'm not willing to spend that.
I wouldn't go over 3 1/4. They worth more than $275.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hey, sweetheart, did you want Briggs
I
in?
Yeah, I know. Well, I got like 3 minutes in the I've been waiting on money to show up, and of course I had Adam on here. Of course, right now I've got 2.5 minutes before I'm shutting it down.
Fun in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lightning picks. Oh, thunderstorm lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's thundering over here.
Yeah. That's what, like I said, that's what we've been having here today. But yeah, I mean, but anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get special people up and everything. There's still one other person I'm still trying to get up on, panel when I go live, but it still ain't been working out. That's why I'm trying to make sure I've got room to have everybody up. That way they can be in here.
Right.
Oh, I got a Rambler. Uh-oh.
Getting my Rambler motor ready to tear down. Oh wow.
Yep.
Jeep Rambler or the old Rambler cars.
Probably the old AMC Rambler. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Because I know they made a Jeep Rambler.
No, they didn't make a Jeep Rambler. It was an AMC Rambler. Jeep,
Oh, is it
Jeep is Jeep is the model of car made by AMC. It's kind of the AMC Gremlin, the AMC AMX, Javelin. Those, I mean, they're all the different models
Yeah.
made by AMC.
Yeah, I know that. But they do have a brand name of Jeep. Like instead of a Jeep Wrangler, they have a Jeep Rambler
Yeah.
from
My
the 80s.
stepmom was looking at getting one.
But it is a Jeep, a full-fledged Jeep.
Mhm.
but it's a Rambler. They come
Oh,
in with a
Scrambler.
straight 6.
Now,
Renegade is
And-
calling it a scrambler.
Scrambler. No, it's a Rambler.
now that
I ordered a brand new engine for it, so and we
Okay.
put it in.
all right. Well, it's coming up at 9 o'clock, and I need to get things shut down. And
It is,
unfortunately,
yeah.
2 people that I was hoping to have up and everything, they one of them said he was going to be in. Once he got through at Walmart, he's not showed up. And I guess the other person, I guess she's still sleeping and everything. So, like I said, it's already 9 o'clock, so I'm going to get this thing shut down. So, Raging, you want to start off with saying goodbye?
All right, everyone. Y'all be safe. Good to see y'all again. Mayor, thanks for having me on. But like I always say, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. Cajun?
All right, everybody. As always, it's good to be north of the grass. Please be safe. Stay that way. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all. Blue tie. Later.
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. Until next time. Yeah. Yeah, he just went.
Oh no, I'm
Anyway.
laughing at Renegades.
Oh, I can try it maybe next week. We can do
Yeah.
that. So, anyways, appreciate everybody that's been here. Everybody, y'all just stay safe and love everybody, like you should be. So, God bless, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bye.